tornadoes and hail like you would not believe. All caught on video. So hopefully it doesn't disturb when you're hearing the audio. It's hail falling due to tornadic action. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Guitar Temple, where the musician comes to mingle. Today, let's take a look at somebody who's worked for Barbra Streisand, Todd Rundgren, Cyndy Lauper, and a host of other people. The great Rick Derringer. Rick Derringer, born Richard Dean Zeringer, August 5th, 1947, is an American musician, producer, and songwriter. Born in Salina, Ohio, and grew up in Fort Recovery. Other than his parents' extensive recording collection, his first major influence was his uncle, Jim Thornburg, a popular guitarist and singer in Ohio. At the age of 9 years old, his parents gave him an electric guitar for his birthday. It was not long before he and his brother, Randy, were playing music together. After the 8th grade, the family moved to Union City, Indiana, where he formed a band called the McCoys. When Rick Derringer was 18, the McCoys were hired to back up a New York-based band called the Strangeloves. The members of the Strangeloves were also record producers from New York City and were seeking a band to record a song, My Girl Sloopy, and they chose the McCoys. Rick Derringer later convinced the producers to change the song to Hang On Sloopy. The song stayed at number 1, while the Beatles' Yesterday became number 2. Rick Derringer joined Edgar Winter's White Trash, and then Edgar Winter White Group. White Group meaning white hair. Edgar and Johnny Winter are albinos. Pure white hair, pink eyes. Around this time, while playing with Johnny Winter, he also played guitar on 2 Steely Dan tracks on Katy Lied in 1975. Rick Derringer is credited for helping Donald Fagen gain a record deal in 1972. Derringer worked with his neighbor Todd Rundgren during this time, playing on 4 Todd Rundgren albums. That very same year, he recorded guitar parts for Meatloaf's Making Love Out of Nothing at All and Total Eclipse of the Heart. In 1984, Rick Derringer played guitar on Barbra Streisand's cover version of the Steinmans' Left in the Dark. In 1985, Derringer's friendship with Cyndy Lauper led him and Steinman to collaborate the Wrestling album. He also wrote on Hulk Hogan's theme song, Real American. In 1986, he returned to the band Meatloaf. In 1986, he played guitar on 2 songs from the album True Colors by Cyndy Lauper. Derringer discovered and went on to produce Weird Al Yankovic. Rick Derringer describes himself as a Jesus freak.
Portly or stout, just tell me once again who's fat.
Total Eclipse of the Heart, that's a huge record. I love being part of that. I produced the demos that got Cyndy Lauper her record deal, as a matter of fact. I discovered Weird Al Yankovic, did the first album without a record company. Barbra Streisand, the song Making Love Out of Nothing at All by Air Supply. I love the solo I played on that. Many Steely Dan songs. I'm playing on lots of stuff. Kiss. All of a sudden, the audience goes, wow, I didn't know he had that many hits. After a while, you just go, well, I've done that. I proved that. So,
what replaces that?
Maintenance is what comes next.
But you do want to feel like, I made a contribution. I did a lot.
Yeah, I know. I know that, though. I know that.
And so do your peers.
And that's right, too. Yeah, I've been very well accepted as a musician, and people know that. In the end, I feel really good about that. I can go anywhere in the world and play a concert, and somebody's going to show up.
And they're also going to know your songs.
They're going to know the songs. I'm still alive and well.
Jumping off the bridge, 'cause life has got to go. Can't think of a reason to live. I guess I'll probably drown in the thing I'm gonna do. The water's coming. Everybody jump, jump, jump. The water's gone. The girls nowadays, they all boss me around. You know I get less than the dogs. Pointless and meaningless, my friends. You know we're all lost in the thought. And I think I'm gonna jump, jump, jump. The water's cold. Everybody jump, jump, jump. The water's cold.
I'd be standing right here today. I've played in front of this many people back in the days of Woodstock and things like that. I think about 300,000 one time, but this is an amazing time that we'll never be able to recreate. Today's a once in a lifetime. You might not ever see that again in your lifetime. One time, that was it.
I wrote a song about almost 30 years ago now, and we thought we'd just written, my friend and I wrote it together, and we thought we'd written the most patriotic song of all time, a song called Real American.
Oh, sure.
And then Hulk Hogan heard it, and he decided, that's about 26 years ago, that he wanted it to be his theme song, his entrance song. So for the last 26 years, every time Hulk Hogan came in the ring, you'd hear Real American. And then 9/11 happened, and all of a sudden the lyrics took on new significance when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
and it started getting more and more downloads. And it's become my most downloaded song in the last few years.
Here I go again, singing the same old song. Some folks think it's all been said before, but all I can do is try the best I can and hope that you'll listen just once more. Don't ever say goodbye. I love you past midnight. Don't ever go away. I need you more and more each day.
Right now. It's an excellent writer and guitarist and a good friend of ours, Rick Derringer. Couldn't stop moving when it first took hold. Rushed a one straight night after Old Town Hall. Called the chokers, they were laying her down. She know I'm never gonna lose that bumpy sound. Rock and roll, hoochie coo. Come on out and spread the news. Rock and roll, hoochie coo. All the mama light my fuse. Mosquitoes start buzzing about this time of year. Going down back, said she'd meet me there. We were rolling in the grass, goes the handlebar. Started ringing like a fire alarm. Rock and roll, hoochie coo. Lordy mama, light my fuse. Rock and roll, hoochie coo. Rock on out and spread the news. Yeah! Somebody say keep on rocking.
8 years after he first picked up a guitar, Rick and the McCoys would record their first #1 hit. Summer of '65, Rick was just 17. Hang On Sloopy knocked the Beatles song Yesterday out of the #1 spot of the charts.
Sloopy, I don't care what your daddy do.
Well, the McCoys recorded 4 or 5 songs that were top 10 records. Fever was the follow-up, and it was also top 2 or 3.
I say now, hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on.
But after a handful of novelty hits, the McCoys' success began to fade.
And that was kind of because we started refusing to just be pigeonholed as kind of a bubblegum group.
To survive, the band changed its tune dramatically.
We did manage to pull out of that bubblegum era where a lot of people died, and we became the backup band for Johnny Winter, and that brought us into a whole lot more success, so we did good.
Come on and take a free ride.
The jump from bubblegum to rock seemed effortless for Rick. To this day, his versatility as guitarist and producer with rock's albino brothers Johnny and Edgar Winter is legendary.
The instant I heard Rick play, I felt an immediate affinity, and we have a synergy together.
One of the most memorable songs Rick collaborated on with Edgar was one with no lyrics and, for quite a while, no name.
Frankenstein was originally called the Double Drum Solo. It had no title. And it was just a show-off song for Edgar Winter whenever he'd come out and play.
And we worked it up as a live song, and I never had any intention of recording it.
We recorded it on the Only Come Out at Night album, but it was long. It was very, very long.
And back in those days, the only way to edit something was to physically cut the tape, with a razor blade, and then reassemble it with splicing tape.
So when you saw the analog tape go by, you would see all these little pieces of white tape go past. Then radio decided that they wanted it as a single, so that meant we had to go into the studio and take this master tape. They already had lots of edits in it, and we had to edit it even further.
So we had the thing lying all over the control room, trying to figure out how to put the thing back together. And then the drummer, Chuck Roth, mumbled the immortal words.
Man, this tape looks like a Frankenstein monster here.
So the monster was born.
"30-some years later, the two musicians still join forces on the road when they can.
Did you ever take a look to see you're still around?
His name is sometimes overshadowed by his work, but to him, ultimately, it's all about the music. Today, he wants fans to know Rick Derringer is content. Rick Derringer is still performing. Rick Derringer is...
Yeah, I'm still alive and well. Still alive and well. Every now and then I know it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm still alive and well. Yeah.
And there's the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you come back and see us. We have 800,000 views of these videos. We want to push that right over into 1 million. Will you help support the temple? Would you do that for me? Would you like and subscribe to the channel and tell a friend and press the share button? It's right below the video. It says share. You tell a friend, press that little bell icon as well, if you will. Okay, and we do have merchandise below if you feel led to do so, and again, that helps support the temple. Got hats, cups, t-shirts, and the like. If you'd like to financially support us in any way, shape, or form, any size donation would be great, and we do have a tip jar below in the description area. Till next time, thank you for visiting us here at the Guitar Temple, where the musician comes to mingle. Thank you for stopping in. A lot of you have been asking which guitar I use. This is the one I use. This is a Aries 6H. Got locking tuners. It's a 5-piece neck, stainless steel frets. Very good joint. Goes up really well. Let's get that curvature there. And that's the guitar I use for today.